Hello everybody, and welcome to Google Docs Word Processing Level 1 tutorial. I just wanted to take a minute and explain one thing about Google Docs. Google Docs actually is composed of several Google applications, including a word processing program, presentation software, spreadsheets, forms, and a drawing program. Often though when people say Google Docs they mean the word processor. So that's what we're going to do today, word processing level 1. Let's begin by logging in. Okay, so an easy way to log into your Google Documents account is just to go to www.google.com, which is my homepage, and then here in the navigation bar up here on the page, go to More, and if you want to go to Documents, which we do, just click Documents. Now I have some details here that were saved from the last time I logged in. What you want to do here is you want to put your full wiki account, which is your last name, your first letter of your first name, and then at isswiki.de, like this. M at isswiki.de. Then put your password in, and what it'll do is it'll take you directly to your Google Documents account. So what we're going to talk about is we're just going to talk about some basic elements of Google Documents, and that means we're going to start right at creating a new word processing document. So we're going to create a new document, and here we go. Now I'm just going to open up another document that I'd like to use to show you some of the functions. Let's just imagine that I opened a new document and I populated this very quickly. Okay, let's just start right here at the toolbar, the formatting bar. So this is a print function here. That's self-explanatory. Now, these two arrows are the undo and redo buttons. If you delete your entire document, for example, you can come up here and press this button, or you can press Control Z to undo. If you want to redo something, go ahead and press Control Y or this button here. Let's skip the web clipboard for now. That's a pretty cool function, and you'll enjoy using it later on. Now, this is the headings. These are headings here, and these are pretty handy, particularly if you have a very long document and you want to organize it with some sort of table of contents, or if it's an outline or whatnot. So you can choose headings 1 through 6. Heading 1 is a very large font like this. I'll show you heading 1. Looks like that. Right now I have this as heading 2, and then they get progressively smaller. Okay. Then of course we have different fonts. You'll notice that the font list under Google Docs is not quite as robust as the font list that you might find under Pages or Microsoft Word, and the reason for that is that because you're accessing this program through a browser, Google wanted to make sure that they just used kind of the most basic font so that the browser could read the font. Any browser, Safari, Firefox, Google Chrome, what have you. Now it is possible to add different kinds of fonts to your Google Documents, but that's kind of not for right now, but it is possible to do so if you need it. Next we have the font size. So these are the font sizes that you have. Then we have, of course, bold, italics, and underlined. So you can either click this button and begin writing in bold, like this. Hello, I'm bold. Or you can highlight something, and just like in Word, click bold, okay, or click italics. Actually, that didn't really work, did it? Ah, yes, there we go. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Now let's talk about this. This is font color. So if you want to change the font of something, go ahead and just highlight it, come up here and choose a nifty color. I like blue. So there's that. Of course I don't want to keep it blue though. Alright, next what we have is the highlight function. If you're reading a document from a student, then what you can do is you can highlight it and then go up here to the highlighter and click a color that you want to use for the highlighter. All right, then we have the link function. Google Docs usually recognizes something as a link. So for example, www.google.com, it automatically identifies it as a link. However, if it was something that was a little less identifiable, just highlight it, put the link in, highlight it, and then go up here and press link. Now there are a couple other functions for link. There are a couple other aspects of the link function that you will see later on. Okay, images. One great thing that Google has just recently done is make it possible to drag and drop images from your desktop or somewhere else on your computer right into your document. So generally it takes a moment and it comes right in, just like so. Okay, that's pretty easy, pretty cool. Otherwise, you could press the button image here and you can browse for an image either on your computer or URL or Google Image or even Picasa Web Album. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay, next we have numbered and bulleted lists right here. If you want to make a bulleted list, just place your cursor, hit a number there, or a bullet, for example. If you want to change those styles, go over to Format, go to List Styles, and you have a couple options as far as what you want to display. Is the bullet going to be a dark circle or a hollow circle or a square, etc. Alright, next we have indents, decrease indent and increase indent, and then we have a line to the left, a line to the center, a line to the right, and finally we have line spacing. Do you want everything in your document to be one line apart, or do you want it double spaced? So that's what you can choose that there.